Hi guys, Carolyn here from Simply Healed with another all-natural energy shot. Today let's talk about fear. Is it always that bad? Well, there's two different ways of looking at it according to Zig Ziglar. Now let me talk about Zig Ziglar just for a minute. Some of you guys might be too young to know who that is, but when I was a kid, my dad would always listen to motivational cassette tapes, if you know what that is, old cassette tapes. And they weren't old at the time, but you know, like Wayne Dyer and Dennis Waitley and Earl Nightingale and Zig Ziglar and lots of other names that I can't think of right off the top of my head. And what was so cool about that is when my dad passed, my mom knew that I loved these tapes. I liked listening to them with my dad. I loved everything, you know, the enthusiasm and all the stuff that they all talked about. And I inherited those when my dad died. My mom says, I'm never going to use these. You always loved them. So I still have them. I don't even think I have a player for them, but I still have all of those cassette tapes because they're classics, and I'm sure it's all digitized online now. But anyway, it's a special thing that I got from my dad. So Zig Ziglar was one of my favorites because he had a super cool name and because he talked with a great big Southern accent. And it was just so fun to listen to him. Well, one of the things that I loved that he said is there's two ways of looking at fear. So it's you can either look at it like this. Oh, this is really high, so my writing's really sloppy, sorry. Forget everything and run is one way of looking at it. And that's what we do a lot when we go into fight or flight mode. It's also, if you're looking at it energetically, the meridian system in the body, which if you're not familiar with that, that's okay. That's the basis of the Chinese acupuncture system. It's the meridians, the channels through which energy flows. But there's one meridian that's called your triple warmer. And when that gets on overdrive, you go into fight or flight mode. So that's what this is. Forget everything and run or freeze. And I have another video about that with a little tip on it on what you can do to calm that down, sedate that. So we'll have that linked below. But the other way to look at this is, I guess I could have left this word here, exclamation point, face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. So we get that choice of what are we going to do? What are you going to do when you're in a situation that's kind of tough? At the time I'm recording this, most of us are isolated from the COVID-19 virus that's going around. And so are we going to just be fearful about it, or are we going to this is the faithful way to do it, I think, is face everything and rise. We know it's here. Some things we can't control, but our reaction to things we can control. The way we treat other people, we can control. The service we give to other people, we can control. The being able to open our heart to love more and have more compassion towards others, we can control. So that's how we face everything and rise. Have a great day. Keep shining on. Keep doing your best. Keep rising in all situations. You're the best. I love you. See you next week. Shine on.